Keegan Jones, tight ends coach, University at Buffalo. Got started with football. Basically started out with my family. My family's been big into sports. My father was a basketball player, baseball player in college, and from that's where I really grew, into the sport mantra, both basketball, football, and baseball. And then just kind of as I got older, kind of grew into the football mode. As a younger athlete, I was a quarterback, so I kind of took on that role as a quarterback with all that I brought through it within the football and your teammates and leading a team. So I really grew up on that and being a younger football player at quarterback. And then from there, I went to Monmouth College, which is a small Division III school about 30 minutes from where I grew up. That's where my father went to school. So I kind of, up and through my younger ages, was always going there on Saturday afternoons. So I was kind of bleeding red and white from Monmouth College up until I actually went there when I turned 18 and graduated high school. And from there, I was a quarterback. And then once I moved my junior and senior year, I moved from the quarterback position to the tight end position. Unfortunately, I wasn't good enough to play a quarterback at that point, so I was able to get on the field playing the tight end spot, and I learned a lot playing that tight end role as well. Well, I got into coaching because I knew I wanted to do something with athletics when I got older. As I went through high school and college, not necessarily knowing what I wanted to study, but I knew I wanted to be in sports. I shortly learned that broadcasting wasn't for me, so I knew that the next best thing was to coach. I really loved the game of football. I love sports in general. I started out as in my career at Division III at Monmouth College as a football player. I also coached along with our men's basketball team as a volunteer assistant my sophomore and junior year when we were in our off season from football. And then my senior year, I was fortunate enough to be the lead assistant coach for our women's basketball team at my alma mater. And from that, I learned a lot of different perspectives of how to coach, not necessarily just football, but other sports. And from that, I really grew into my true love of coaching and football and putting that in together and coming into what I am now as the tight ends coach here at the University at Buffalo. After Monmouth College, I wanted to get a graduate degree as well because I knew I wanted to coach, and I knew that is pertinent within that profession. And I earned a place at East Stroudsburg University in Eastern Pennsylvania, a Division II school there. There I was able to coach football as well as earn my master's degree in sport management. And from there, I was able to meet a coach who's originally from Buffalo. Then after my first year at East Stroudsburg, there was an opportunity here that opened up as an offensive quality control position. I was very interested. I wanted to kind of get to know, the feelings and behind-the-scenes action of what it is to be a part of a Division I program. And from that, I was able to get with Coach Quinn and the offensive staff, Alex Wood, our offensive coordinator. And from that, I was able to earn the offensive quality control position. And from that, I was able to move up to graduate assistant the past 2 seasons, and now the tight ends coach this year. When I got that phone call that he was interested and that we wanted to talk about the possibilities of becoming the tight ends coach, I couldn't have been more ecstatic. I think a lot of the hard work that I've put in the past 2 years and 3 years as the first year as quality control, I think really showed, the loyalty that I had to the program and what this program meant to me and how much I wanted to help it, continually move forward as we have with Coach Quinn's staff. And getting that opportunity now as the tight ends coach, working together with our tight ends this past spring has been great. We've shown a lot of improvement. We continue looking forward to doing that this fall as we come upon our next season. Coach Quinn is great. I'm originally from Illinois. I know he is as well. He's from a different part, being from Chicago, but our personalities, mesh very well. I see a lot of things that he presents to us as coaches and our teammates that fits right into my philosophy and ideas as a coach. So being able to work under him and with him, as well as our other coaches on staff, it's been a great opportunity, and I think we've really excelled and are going to continue doing that this fall. The atmosphere, and it starts with Coach Quinn. And as we talk about, what he's brought to this program, and it really stems down from him, through us as coaches, and to our players. And we really bring that forth with this family atmosphere because truly that's what we are. We wake up, we meet together, we play together, we practice together. So we spend a lot of good time together, and a lot of these kids, aren't necessarily from here near around the area, and so this is kind of their home away from home, and this is part of their family here at UB. Not only part of the institution, but our football program in general. I think that's where it hit home for a lot of kids. I think that's what we really bring, and I think a lot of them enjoy that. We're looking to bring student athletes that are not only going to make a difference within our program, but make a difference within our institution. Here at the University at Buffalo, athletics and academics are a key part, in earning that 4-year degree as they leave, with their graduate degree in hand. and bringing those type of students who are also going to work hard there on the field, but also in the classroom, are something that we're going to excel and set them up later in life after football.